What is going on, everybody? Happy May 4th to all of you out there. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Lightspeed bundles and also talk a little bit about some returning Lightspeed bundles that are coming back with this whole May the 4th celebration. I'm going to break down what these Lightspeed bundles have, what value they could have for a player, if they're valuable for you, what you're looking for with these bundles. We're going to break that all down in today's video. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right into it. So before we get to the new bundles, let's talk about the ones that are returning. And this is one that I think a few of us may have bought before, but if you are looking to pursue Jabba the Hutt, this is going to be a very interesting one. It does not unlock all of the requirements for Jabba, but it does give you Hutt Cartel members. All of these characters are required to get Jabba the Hutt unlocked as a Galactic Legend. If you're a newer player, this is the best Galactic Legend for you to be going for first because you get great return on his investment. You're going to use him inside of the Rise of the Empire territory battles inside of every phase. You've got the Smuggler's Run 2 event that's going to give you a lot of mod slicing materials. A very worthwhile Galactic Legend. The best one, in my opinion, for a new player to get. And for 25 USD, you can get all of the Hutt Cartel members except for Jabba at Relic 5. And again, you are going to use these as part of his unlock requirements already. Perfect. I like this one. You're not getting all of the requirements. There still are some that you do have to grind out, like for instance, Jawa at Relic 3. You do have to get Jedi Knight Luke. You still have a handful of other characters you have to grind out, but this is going to help really cut down that time, and it's going to give you some really strong Hutt Cartel members. Pretty much everybody here in some way, shape, or form you use in some manner. Boba Fett, Lando, Boushh Leia, and Kirsantan are the normal characters you use on him. Sometimes you see Greedo. I've seen Gamorrean Guard and Mob Enforcer depending on the datacrons that we've got with them. So depending on what datacrons, you'll use those last couple of characters, but at least you've got this team going and built up. Another one that has showed up here, we're going to scroll over, is going to be the Smuggler's Lightspeed bundle. This one, now here you have Dash Rendar, which is going to be used for the Outrider, which is also used to get Jabba the Hutt. And you know, you get the Outrider that's also going to be part of the Profundity fleet down the road. But for $20, you get Relic 5s on Dash Rendar, Kira, Vandor Chewbacca, and Enfys Nest. Now, of these, the only one I really like is Dash Rendar, just because of the Outrider and him being part of the Profundity Rebel fleet. The other ones, not so much, but we do want to keep an eye, especially on Enfys Nest, for the simple reason that within Galaxy of Heroes, we have this new pirate faction coming into play, and Enfys Nest did get put onto this pirate faction. Now, we'll see what happens here in the future. I don't know if she's getting a rework or if she's getting something with the pirate faction. This could be something worth considering in the future. If you want to gamble on this being a part of the pirate faction in the future, by all means go for it. But for now, right now, the only one here is Dash Rendar at Relic 5 plus a 7-star Outrider. You know, this one I'm a little more not ideal on it. I mean, I could use Relic 5 on like Kira and Vandor Chewbacca and Enfys Nest, but for me, the only character I'm really getting here is Dash Rendar. So this one's definitely more questionable. I don't think you really get a lot of use of them once you're pushed into the end game and you're really climbing up the Grand Arena ranks. You're really not using a lot of these characters unless they've got some kind of datacron on them. Enfys Nest with her datacron right now is kind of annoying, especially with raid teams, but you're not getting a lot of mileage for 3 of these characters out of 4. At $20, this one, yeah, not ideal for me. And then finally, we've got the Din Djarin Lightspeed bundle here, and this is basically to get Relic 5 on the 5 characters you need to unlock Beskar Armor Mando. Now, this is going to tie into another Lightspeed bundle that just came into the game, but if you do this, this is one I bought a long time ago. This allowed me to get Beskar Armor Mando unlocked. You're going to get a lot of use out of him one way or another. He's great on the Mandalorian team with Bo-Katan Mandalore, great Grand Arena team. So you do have that going for him. You do have at least a couple different useful characters here. Like for instance, Cara Dune is useful on certain Rebel fighter teams. Greef is good with a boss bounty hunter team as well. Mandalorian, he's pretty good for bounty hunter. He's got an instant defeat ability in his mechanics. The other two you don't use as much, IG-11 and Kuiil, I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Not used as much. So at least you're getting, for $20, you're getting Relic 5. You've got everybody ready to go for Beskar Armor Mando. that is going to tie into another Lightspeed bundle that we see here. And also, I did forget about General Skywalker's bundle as well. This is coming back. This is $50. You get all these Galactic Republic ships. You also get all of these characters used to unlock General Skywalker. Epic Confrontation character, 50 bucks for all this is pretty steep, but if you are nowhere near General Skywalker and getting him unlocked, you've at least got this going for you, and you're going to have a pretty solid character that eventually you get 501st clones for. Going to be a very good team. So if you want to spend the $50 on this, it's a little steep for me, but you know, for someone who's looking to spend money and really kind of get going, I can see this being some good whale food for someone out there. So these are the bundles that we do have returning to the game. Let's now talk about the bundles that are brand new for this May the 4th celebration. First one here is going to be Versio's Command Lightspeed. Now this is Iden Versio with Snowtrooper, Magma Trooper, Stormtrooper, and Colonel Stark. Now these are all Imperial troopers that have not been in other Lightspeed bundles as far as I'm aware. These also are not exactly the most useful with an Iden team. You're usually bringing in other characters like Death Trooper or Range Trooper. So these are kind of the scraps of Imperial Trooper. Colonel Stark does have some use with like a Veer's Imperial Trooper team. But you're taking all these to Relic 5, and it doesn't show here, this wasn't data mined, but you can see up here, it says ship. I'm assuming this is going to be a TIE Defender at 7 stars. So this is going to be a 7-star TIE Defender with the Imperial Troopers. The Imperial fleets are kind of in a weird spot right now. They're kind of falling off in usefulness. There's weird stuff going on with the site. Imperial fleets just not as strong as they used to be, but you know, you still can get some mileage out of them. You can do some weird, crazy punch-ups with them too in Grand Arena if you want to get crazy with them. But you know, at least you're getting a pilot here with Iden Versio and her ship at Relic 5. That's going to be pretty good. For me, all these characters are like gear 12 or lower. I think my Magma Trooper is like gear 8. Gear 9. I've just never used them. So I can get some value out of this. I don't know if I want to drop $25 for them because again, all I'm really doing is just boosting my galactic power. I'm not really getting a lot of use out of these characters. I do have Iden Versio and TIE Defender, but I'm not using those Imperial fleets a lot as an endgame player. A newer player could probably get something out of this. You can get some nice stuff going here. Iden Versio with her Grand Arena Omicron can be useful as well, especially in the lower leagues. Really starts to fall off in the upper leagues, especially if you throw them on defense. They're easy Wampa food. So, you know, if your mileage may vary on this one. Then we get to Jedi Vanguard, and this one just makes no sense. So, okay, so we saw the Jedi Allies Lightspeed bundle come out when the Naboo raid dropped, and that was multiple Jedi at Relic 5. We have some overlap here. Kit Fisto and Luminara, both at Relic 5 for this. Mace Windu, you have to take up to Relic 3 for one of the Galactic Legends. I believe Jedi Master Kenobi, I think, requires Mace Windu at Relic 3. I believe it's Mace Windu. I believe it's Jedi Master Kenobi. Let me see here. Yeah, Mace Windu at Relic 3 for Jedi Master Kenobi. So for me, I've already got him up here at Relic 3 for unlocking Jedi Master Kenobi. The only one here that I'm really going to get use out of is I'm a Gun Die. Now, the weird stuff here too is Mace Windu is not a Jedi Vanguard. So why is this called a Jedi Vanguard and we get a guy who's not part of the Jedi Vanguard faction? We'll see. This is more of a gamble than anything, where you're buying this in the hopes that I'm a Gun Die is going to get a rework and be useful with the Jedi Vanguard team. The sun is setting on the Naboo raid, so we're not going to use Kit Fisto and Luminara. Mace Windu, again, not a Jedi Vanguard, so there's no point in him being here. This is a really, really weird one. I'm not sure what they're going for this. This is really you just kind of gambling and hoping that these characters get reworks and we're going to use them in the new Jedi Temple raid. We'll see how that all pans out. Next up is the Maul Lightspeed bundle. Now this is a Conquest character, one of the oldest Conquest characters. If you don't have him unlocked, you've got to use Proving Grounds, and that's going to take a year and a half to unlock. For $40, you get him at Relic 5 with no Zetas. If this had Zetas, this, in my opinion, would be a lot more valuable, but you only take him up to ability level 7 with this, so no Zetas on this dude. This will overlap with another Lightspeed bundle here in a second that we'll get to. But for me, because I have him unlocked in like year 8, I'm not getting a lot of use out of him. But if you are a new player, you don't have Maul unlocked, you're just starting the Proving Grounds, you haven't even gotten working on Maul, for $40, this may not be too bad. Now, he has lost his place on the Lord Vader team because of the Dark Side clones, but we do have a spot with him with Seer Juno, with unaligned Force users, or you can use him on a dark side Mandalorian team, which is another Lightspeed bundle we'll see here in a second. And that's a pretty good offensive team as well. They can take out Jedi Master Kenobi teams if you do see those on defense, though I don't know how often those will be on defense anymore because of what we're seeing with Lord Vader and just how they just destroy Jedi Master Kenobi teams. We'll see. But if you do want to spend $40 and get a Maul up to Relic 5 without Zetas, go for it. I'm not going to tell you that you can't spend your money there. I don't think it's very valuable. I think it's very expensive. That is a lot of money for a character that you're going to have to build up other characters and drop Zetas on him. And if you're a newer player, you're probably going for Galactic Legends already, so this guy's just going to kind of sit on your bench. You're really basically paying to bypass the farm on this one. And that one, for just one character, for $40, I'm not too sure on this. And then the Separatist Commander, for $25, you get a Relic 7 General Grievous, as well as a 7-star Malevolence. Now, the Malevolence Separatist fleet, definitely one of the weaker fleets, probably the weakest fleet. I think Grand Moff Tarkin Executrix is the weakest. I think Malevolence is the next weakest fleet. This is not a very good fleet. Don't have a lot of uses. You can try to use them, but they're not very good. This is one for $25. You do cut down on the farm of Grievous. Like with Maul, for $40, Maul takes a very long time to farm. Grievous also takes a very long time to farm. Relic 7 on him. No Zetas again. I really wish they'd throw some Zetas on these for these prices. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one either. For $25, you do at least get the farm done. And you can get like a Separatist team going, especially if you go in combination with the General Skywalker one. Where is that? The General Skywalker here. You're already buying a lot of the other Separatist droids you're using with Grievous, so you spend $50 on this General Skywalker bundle, and then you spend another $25 on Grievous here. You've got a good Separatist team going. Now you can use them inside the Naboo raid, but that's not going to be here for very long. So yeah, this is one that's, again, your mileage may vary. If you just want to have the Separatist team going and try to get them up, you will need stat to really make them viable in Grand Arena. This is one that could be useful for you, but again, this is going to really depend on if you're willing to buy this General Skywalker bundle as well. That's really where things are going to kind of come with buying this Grievous one. If you have General Skywalker, if you have your Separatist droids built up and you don't have Grievous, this is probably going to be a good value for you. Otherwise, I'm not too sure. Moving on here, we got the Razor Crest. Now, this one ties into the Din Djarin one that we just talked about here. $20 to get these characters upgraded, and then you get Beskar Armor Mando. What's important to know here, they're not outright selling a legendary. You must unlock Beskar Armor Mando in order for this Lightspeed bundle to pop up. With this, you automatically take him to Relic 5. Again, ability level 7, no Zetas on him, but you also get the Razor Crest at 7 stars. Now, this one I like a little bit better because, number one, you get a legendary character here at Relic 5. That's pretty good. You're going to get some mileage out of him. But also this Razor Crest ship is extremely vital to get Executor. And Executor is one of the best starting fleets because you get it with Jabba the Hutt. Kind of get some overlap there with him. You get the bounty hunters going up. You get the other bounty hunter ship for this. This really does make the Executor fleet tick. So this one for $15. If you got Beskar Armor Mando unlocked, you bought the other bundle, you get him unlocked. For $15, you take him out to Relic 5, you get the 7-star Razor Crest, and you've really got that Executor fleet in a good spot. I like this one. I would buy it if I didn't have these characters already upgraded. This would definitely be one I'd buy. I like the value here. This really does help the Executor fleet, but again, you must have him unlocked for this to show up. If you don't have him unlocked, this will not show up. You cannot just outright buy the legendary. I know there was some people panicking about, oh god, they're just outright selling legendaries now. No, it does say up here, instantly elevate. So now we're going to get to the controversial stuff. And there's a couple Lightspeed bundles here that are new, but they're new in the sense that they're just kind of sort of upgraded in terms of price and what they give with relics. And this one has not been going down as well with players, and I can totally understand why. So what we have here are these Finalizer Lightspeed bundles that you use along with the Radis Lightspeed bundle. Then you get Resistance Rising and Supreme Leader Lightspeed bundles. And what these are doing are these are pretty much to help you get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Galactic Legend Rey. Both of these, 2 Galactic Legends. And these Lightspeed bundles we've seen before in a different way. So what we actually had with these before was back a couple years, not even a year ago, a while back, we got this. And this is, I think, one of the first Lightspeed bundles we got with $10, and you got all these first order characters plus veteran Smuggler Han at Relic 5. What this allowed you to do was pretty much get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren pretty quickly. You also had this Finalizer Lightspeed bundle for $20 that got you the first order ships and the pilots for them to get Finalizer unlocked. Now, of course, the Finalizer is used to unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Then you also had, you can see here all the ships. And one that's not here that you're going to see a little bit in terms of overlap with these is the Raddus. And you use these characters to get the Raddus ship unlocked, which is used to get Galactic Legend Rey. Now, the controversy comes in, and you've probably already seen it, is that there's higher relic levels on this, a much steeper price with these, and also higher relic levels. Now, the reason why this is controversial with people is because you don't need these relic 7s on these characters to get the Galactic Legends unlocked. What it feels like to players is, CG just kind of got rid of the old ones because they were a steal for $10. Being able to spend $10 or $20 and get those Galactic Legends unlocked, huge deal. Like, that was a big bargain. And I think CG saw that and realized they kind of oversold those Lightspeed bundles. So they brought back new ones, they increased the relic levels, and they increased the price. And I'm going to be honest, I 100% understand why people are upset with that. Like, yeah, that sucks. That really does suck. We're never going to get those bundles back. If you bought them, great. If not, you're now having to buy these more expensive bundles. This is very much a this feels bad kind of thing. But I'm going to be honest, for $40 and being able to get the Finalizer and all these characters at Relic 7 and these ships unlocked, that's pretty good. Now, the big issue here as well is you're going to have some overlap here. Like, you've got Kylo Ren unmasked, you got Captain Phasma, your Stormtrooper, Kylo Ren. And you go over here to the Supreme Leader one. Now you've got Kylo Ren unmasked over here. You've got Captain Phasma, you've got Kylo Ren, First Order Stormtrooper. These characters, if you spend this bundle for $35, you are able to pretty much get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren if you also have the Finalizer going. The problem is, there's a lot of overlap for these. You're spending about $70 between the two bundles to get everything going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Again, not a bad value, but it feels bad. And also, you have unnecessary relic levels on these. You only need Relic 5 on most of these characters, just Kylo Ren unmasked, and I believe Kylo Ren have to be at Relic 7 as well for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So you really are looking at buying this bundle. And it's the same thing with the Raddus. We do need Scavenger Rey at Relic 7. So you get all these characters, you get their ships, you get the Raddus unlocked, and then you get this Resistance Rising Lightspeed bundle as well. Again, some overlap here, Scavenger Rey. You have Finn, you got Resistance heroes, Finn and Poe here. Yeah, it doesn't feel great having to spend $40 for the Raddus bundle, then spending $35 for this one, and there's several characters here already that you don't have any upgrades for. So you're kind of minimizing what value you're getting here. Again, feels bad, but for the value they're getting out of these, all the relic levels, the fact that you're going to have a couple good Resistance teams, as well as a couple of good First Order teams, especially with Darkside Vision Rey in, like, it's pretty good value. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks, and I really wish that that they had really brought back the old bundles. But again, I think CG realized they sold them for too cheap, so they found out a way to bring them back for more expensive. Not defending what they did at all, just saying that's what I think CG saw. They saw they oversold those and realized that they kind of needed to increase the price because it was such a good deal that I think CG lost a lot of money on those bundles in the long run. And then finally, we've got one more bundle here, the Mandalorian Outcast bundle. Now, this overlaps with the Maul bundle. And then you've got Darkside Maul, you build him up, then you get a Darkside Mandalorian team going, and you get some characters here like Jango Fett, usually using him with a Separatist team, but Canderous Ordo, Imperial Super Commando, and Gar Saxon all at Relic 5. No Zetas again on this team, but you don't necessarily need a lot of Zetas on this team to make it work, but this team is pretty good with Maul. That Darkside Mando team can beat Jedi Master Kenobi. That again, don't know how often we're going to see those on defense, but we'll see what we get with those. You're going to get some pretty good value out of this team. $15, if you have Maul, if you can get that Darkside Mando team going, that's not bad. But if you don't have Maul built up, if you don't think you're going to really get to use that Mandalorian team with Maul, I would not worry about this bundle. This one is pretty much, it's going to vary on what you're looking to build. For me, I'll probably get it because I can easily build up Maul, get some Zetas on him, and we're good to go. But this is one that's really going to hinge on if you have Maul and if you are looking to use that dark side Mando team. So that's going to wrap it up for me here. I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys buying any of these Lightspeed bundles? Are you guys happy or unhappy with the prices here? Let me know down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys next time.